How many times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for me.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
We are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine.
All I can tell you is I'm looking for my sister.
Do you believe your mother capable of torturing a child?
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother.
Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs, and Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. You will find that Lord Mortimer is not what one would call conventional, Monsieur de Richet.
I do apologize for being late. I was obliged to clear up some urgent business.
There he is. Okay, what? So we're just thrown into it. Whee. Okay, let's get this one. Science, linguistics, erudition. Yeah. Science, linguistics, erudition. Lord Mortimer's office, January 22nd, 1793.
At last, we
Hide
meet
and
Monsieur de
seek.
Richet. Do you mind if I call you Louis?
Please do.
Thank you. I wish to apologize wholeheartedly, Louis. I made you cross the seas, and I wasn't even here to welcome you. When I asked you to join us here, it was, of course, in the hope that you would help us find your mother. Unfortunately, I am now confronted with another problem, which I would rather have done without. You see, last night, Miss Adams also went missing.
Okay, so she really escaped, as it seems. Oh, it's a parrot, right? I was just wondering who's doing these noises. It's a parrot. You found a second monitor now, so you can look at the stream while playing. Nice. That's awesome. This will cost us nothing because we have the right level, so tell me more. Your second episode is already different, right here. Oh, that's awesome. Alright. Tell me more.
And why is that? Can you tell me more?
I have had my people searching for her all over the island. Alas, to no avail. It so happens that both her mental and her physical health are extremely fragile. I'm worried that the same thing happened to her as to your mother. Also, I would appreciate it very much if you could tell me what you were doing on the floor in her room in the early hours
It's quite
of the
normal.
morning.
I can explain everything.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear it. You see, Sir Gregory is about to arrive, and he's taken Elizabeth's disappearance very, very seriously. Please, reassure him so that we can talk about your mother.
William, I would like to see you a moment before we begin. In private.
Let's step outside a moment. Louis, this will only take a few moments.
No. Yeah, I guess that is. It's alright. Oh god. I think I want to do it. I mean, I'm an investigative person. I want to do it. Search the study. I mean, he left it there. If he really wanted to make sure we're not reading it, he would have not left it there. Or this is a test. 50-50. I'm gonna search it. Alright.
Let's take this chance to look around.
Oh, the parrot will probably... Well, it's a birdie, it's not a parrot, so we should be fine. Royal jelly. Enclosed are the witness statements of guests Bonaparte and Hillsborough. Statement of Napoleon Bonaparte. When asked, "What were you doing yesterday evening?" Monsieur Bonaparte replied, "After talking with Lord Mortimer, I spent the evening playing cards with Sir Gregory, Mr. Washing, and His Eminence Piaggi." Sir Gregory won. When asked, "Did you notice anything strange throughout the evening?" Monsieur Bonaparte replied, "At daybreak, I thought I saw someone on the balcony, but couldn't see who it was." Statement of Duchess Hillsborough. When asked, "What were you doing yesterday evening?" the Duchess replied, "Spent the evening in Monsieur de Richet's company. We admired the works exhibited in the Manor Gallery. While going up to bed, we ran into Miss Adams. As I was tired, I left Monsieur de Richet and Miss Adams in conversation and went to bed." When asked, "Did you notice anything strange throughout the evening?" the Duchess replied, "No, not that I remember."
Please, sit back down, Louis.
Why is Jack Peru here now?
This sort of behavior is not working in your favor, young man.
Oh.
Gregory, Louis told me we needn't be concerned.
Of course. Monsieur de Richet, the situation seems to escape your grasp, so I won't beat about the bush. Did you kill Elizabeth Adams?
What? Let's go for this.
What? Elizabeth is dead?
No, now let us remain calm. We do not yet know, Gregory, precisely what has happened to our poor Elizabeth.
I beg your pardon? So what are you accusing me of then?
We must remain calm, Gregory.
What?
We have found no evidence that would suggest that Elizabeth has been murdered. For the time being, she has only disappeared. Let's stick to the facts, if you please.
Well, where is she then?
She could have gone to her sister's, right? I mean, we don't know, but... let's go with her sister. Just... like, I don't know. I have a feeling to pick this one. I don't know.
I'm not absolutely sure, but I'd wager she's gone to visit her sister.
I beg your pardon?
Good Lord! You mean Abigail?
Yes, they've been keeping in touch by mail. Elizabeth always dreamt of meeting her. I wouldn't be surprised if she went to see her.
Damnation, William. This is a fiasco. Sir, you don't seem to realize just how serious this is.
Let's try and remain calm, Gregory. In any case, it would be far better if Elizabeth really has left the island, as Louis says. Why do you think she wanted to leave?
This would be the truth. This would be the truth. This would be the truth. But to not, well, you know, get us in a bad position here to tell, we should probably go with this one. She felt trapped here, yeah, but to escape our mother.
She was terrorized by my mother's presence. Just the thought of coming face to face with her was unbearable.
Did she tell you why?
Yes, she brought the subject up.
I'm sorry, Louis. It couldn't have been easy to hear.
For your sake, I sincerely hope that she got there safely. Monsieur de Richet, I apologize if my words seemed a little abrupt. I dare not think what would happen if Elizabeth came across your mother on the island. Your generosity may well cost you dearly.
I understand, my lord. I certainly regret it.
You don't need us for any of this. So come along, Monsieur Peru. We are leaving.
Right. It's time we spoke about your mother, Louis.
Well, to be honest, I don't think she's missing. She's in hiding, yeah. And she does that often, so... Does it matter what we pick here? I mean, he knows her well. Question is, can we trust him? That is, I think that is one of the most important questions here. Can we trust him? Since we don't know that yet, we're gonna play it safe.
When I first came here, I wasn't that worried. In the past, my mother has taken a few liberties during her missions, including disappearing for several days on end.
That doesn't make me feel any better, Louis.
What was the official reason why my mother came to your island?
I knew about your mother's activities, and yours, in the Golden Order. I thought we had everything to gain by working together.
You mean the cannon deal with Monsieur Bonaparte?
Among others, yes. How did you hear about that?
Monsieur Bonaparte came to speak to me about it yesterday, during lunch.
I see. So impetuous. He was supposed to let me speak to you about it first. Our friend Napoleon desperately needed financial backing to properly equip his army. I took it upon myself to back him because I have a firm conviction that he can go far.
We shall see. However, there's one thing that surprises me.
This is not the right one to pick because he's obviously seeing some potential in him, so...
Did my mother intend to finance a war? I'm not sure that I follow.
No, your mother's aim was not so much to partake in a war, but rather to make Monsieur Bonaparte accountable. France is in turmoil, and having the support of a military man can often come in handy, Louis. You'll see. Once this deal was closed, I had big plans for Sarah.
Such as what?
You see, I've invited several influential figures on my island to present them with a project at the conference. It will be presented later today. I thought that the Golden Order had a role to play. And I still think so. I was hoping Sarah would be able to join us.
I see.
Indeed, if by chance your mother decided not to return to us before the conference, would you do me the great honor of attending? If only to follow the deliberations while waiting for her to duly take her seat.
Why not? We shall see.
Ah, thank you so much. In this way, you will be able to keep your mother informed of what is said. There's something else I'd like to briefly go over. Earlier, you asked me the official reason for your mother's presence here. Is there an off-the-record reason why your mother came here?
I don't want to poke the beanstalk, but I'm too interested in seeing what he knows. He knows everything already, but let's try this. I mean, episode 2 is named Hide and Seek, alright? So let's play a little hide and seek in our conversations as well.
She was looking for someone.
What do you mean?
In Paris, we were working on a smuggling case to do with occult objects. We had just arrested a dealer who intended to go to you to meet a buyer. My mother was here to find out to whom he intended to sell his stolen treasure.
Oh. What was the name of your dealer?
Oh damn, do I remember? I think it was von Borchert, I think. Named von Borchard?
The dealer was called von Birch. As for the buyer, he was unknown to us.
No, I don't know anything about that. There's something I still don't get. In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
Maybe she's wary of someone. She might have discovered something.
Maybe she found something out.
What do you mean?
My mother has a gift for investigating. If she had picked up a lead, nothing would have stopped her.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. At the beginning of her stay here, we enjoyed spending time together, solving the world's problems.
Could be interesting what they actually talked about. Maybe something came up that she found like worth investigating.
You seem to know my mother very well, my lord. What did you talk about together?
Oh, as soon as we had a little free time, we liked to share points of view about practically any subject. We would find ourselves embarked on interminable discussions that could go from Monsieur Blanchard's flight in a hot air balloon to the Treaty of Jassy, or the adoption of the metric system in France last year, or even Mr. Eli Whitney's invention in the United States.
Yeah. Since we don't know anything about it, we will just be dumb and say, fascinating.
My mother must have undoubtedly taken great pleasure in these exchanges. She always was one to appreciate broadening her knowledge. I'm surprised she didn't get you started on the Crusades. It was her favorite subject.
Are you joking? Sarah and I spent entire days together reliving them. It so happens that the Crusades are also my subject of predilection, especially the third. My ancestor distinguished himself brilliantly during the siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
We're just so stupid. We know nothing. I gotta invest some points into these.
Unfortunately, my lord, the Crusades are not my chosen field.
Well, it doesn't matter. You have plenty of time to learn.
I've heard of it.
Your mother is a very well-read woman. You're quite lucky to have her as a model, Louis.
Yes, I know, but I'm still very worried.
I must admit, there are worse things to worry about now, Louis.
What do you mean?
Since she disappeared, your mother has been seen once. Her behavior on the evening of your arrival greatly surprised Gregory and myself. She resurfaced to attack Emma, Emily Hillsborough's twin sister. And she shot her with a pistol.
That's what we saw.
Before Gregory could intervene, she ran off and disappeared again.
I beg your pardon? Hang on.
That means my vision on the wharf, it was
Yeah.
actually happening inside the manor.
Yeah,
Mother shot
exactly.
Emily's sister? The very person she came looking for? Why would she do that?
Excuse me,
We had that in
but
mind.
between
remember?
that and the childhood of Lady Adams, it's all a bit much for me to cope with. I need to piece it all together again to see things more clearly. You said that you spent a lot of time talking together at the beginning. What happened for that to change?
I'm afraid I haven't much to tell you. The more the days went by, the more she withdrew into herself. She never gave me an explanation. Until the day came when she purely and simply disappeared.
Where did she go when she wanted to be alone?
She would shut herself away in a room we use as a box room upstairs.
Would you allow me to go there?
Naturally, Louis, of course. I'll send you a servant to open it.
Thank you.
That's all I can tell you about the disappearance of your mother, Louis. I would like to have been more helpful.
I shall stay on her trail and follow up any leads.
Thank you. We will meet later on to welcome our last guest. In the meantime, I shall get someone to open the box room upstairs for you.
Thank you.
We had the theory it was Emma who was shot.
The room is just opposite Mortimer's study.
What a coincidence. Are we on the second floor already now? Oh yeah, we are. Okay. And I gotta have a look here. So politics, we still need science and erudition. Erudition we will get after this, so yeah, should be fine. And yeah, we had that theory about Emma. Damn, that means she's probably dead though, which is not so good. Okay, let's do a quick run around and collect all the coins and other things. Hopefully some jelly. Tasty. It's just cake. It's cool. No pralines, alright.
So Jacques Perru?
Jacques Perru? Oh, yeah, my bad. This is daylight now, right? Oh, I'm so stupid. Yeah. We're on the floor where our room is as well. Yeah. I thought this would be the upper floor now, but the first floor is the one we have been landing when we first went into it. So that's the base floor, so to say, the first one. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Then we can save some time. Don't have to investigate everything again. So question is, do we have anything to do here? We can't talk to him. Okay. Wait, huh? Ah, that one. Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, I mean, I'm always trying to keep some stock of the raw jelly. But sometimes we need it, so what you gonna do? Okay, then this should be correct here, right? No? Okay. Where's the tower room? This looks like a tower. Well, that's the library. Yeah. Mortimer's office. Well, that's where we have been a few seconds ago, right? Underground, okay. I still have no clue where to go. Because I don't know what the tower room is It is in the opposite of what did he say? Of Mortimer's studies? So where's that then? I mean, it could be here. It could be this one. I don't know. But we couldn't go down, could we? So we can't go up. I would say we're gonna go down, but we'll see. Nope. Huh? This is the Duchess, right? Yeah. Does Emily know about her sister? I wonder. Let's watch it again. Yeah, just making sure. So this is our room. Okay, we can't even go into our room. Huh? Wait, what? Now I'm like completely lost. Okay. We're not allowed. That was not my room? What? Wait. Oh. Okay, it's this one. Derp. Okay, we got it. Okay.
There are burnt papers in the chimney. There's a legible fragment left. Hey, I recognize my mother's handwriting. She says, we must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is onto us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. So Mother had an accomplice here. Who could it be?
Emma?
Who could she be suspicious of? I must find the next part. Faith, sword. I recognize her love of riddles there. Great. Honey. There are burnt papers in the chimney. There's a legible fragment left. Hey, I recognize my mother's handwriting. She says, we must find a safer way to communicate.
Why can't I
Someone is
skip that?
onto us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword.
Weird.
So Mother had an accomplice here. Who could it be? Who could she be suspicious of? I must find the next part. Faith, sword. I recognize her love of riddles there.
The man with the sword. Well, can't be too difficult, right?
Dante's Paradise. Raise your head and be reassured, for what comes up here from the mortal world must ripen in our rays.
We had that in our room as well. Coincidence?
St. Paul on the road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
Let's examine the painting first.
Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and the play of colors too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior.
Well,
A fierce opponent of the first Christians, St. Paul is suddenly struck by the call of Jesus Christ and converts. It's the best known conversion in Christian history, which teaches us that even enemies of Christ can be saved, and even become his greatest apostles after finding faith. From what I can recall, the account of his conversion could be found in the epistles to the Galatians, the Philippians, the Corinthians, and the Acts of the Apostles.
Okay. I'm not sure if that actually helps us. You knew all of it.
What is this disc?
What? Oh, science is locked. Okay, let's take it. A lodestone. Okay. Surely not a CD-ROM. Maybe an early version. We can lockpick that.
The door
Come on.
appears to be locked on the other side.
Open, of course. Huh?
I think I heard something fall to the ground. A metallic sound, like a key falling to the floor.
Can we... This is the trick with the magazine. If we put a magazine down under, we could have like... Yeah, or newspaper, whatever. Can we get it with that lodestone? It had a hole in it in the middle. Let's try that.
We'll see if it works. It's open.
Clearly. Okay.
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
Nice.
St. Paul painted by Guido Rini. St. Paul is shown holding a sword. Strange. There's hardly any dust, as if the painting's been cleaned recently. There's a small inscription engraved on the frame. Let's take a closer look. This is how Paul spoke to his pilgrims from Rome. Just above that, someone's written down the figure 11 on the painting and underlined it twice. No, what does that mean?
11. Okay, in general, just to understand this, in general this would cost us 1 point because this would be the normal price, so to say. But because we have subterfuges level 2, the cost is reduced by 3, and that makes it 0. This would be still 1, right? That's why it's 0. If it's 0, we can do it.
So we have the figure 11 twice underlined, and a story of a group of pilgrims who it looks like Paul is speaking to. Maybe it's a code. There must be a connection. A text on Paul must be somewhere, and it must be associated with the figure 11. But what's the story with these pilgrims? I mean, a connection with the figure, maybe?
Okay, let's investigate the other things in the room. Okay, full of Devil's Thorn.
Amber.
Oh, cool.
Painting of St. Mark from the collection of the Apostles by Guido Rini.
Okay.
Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Rini. Looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
Okay. Hmm.
It's St. John, painted by Guido Rini.
Okay.
The New Testament.
Hmm. Okay.
I guess I'll just come back later.
Before we read that though, I wanna check this here.
A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
Use the left key, right key. Pick both locks would cost us 7. Okay. No, hopefully we can find the keys for that. Ah.
A drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Rini. He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel.
Hmm.
The Greek drachma, one of the rare ancient coins to be mentioned both in the Bible and in the Quran.
Oof. Okay.
And it came to pass in those days that Jesus came from Nazareth of Galilee and was baptized by John in Jordan.
You probably don't have to listen to everything.
And it came to pass the day after that he went into a city called Nain, and many of his disciples went with him, and much people. Then they suborned men, which said, "We have heard him speak blasphemous words against Moses and against God."
Hmm. Okay, maybe let's analyze it first.
This book is incredibly precious. I believe this is the book my mother referred to when calling upon the Lord. A volume of the Gutenberg Bible.
Have fun, yeah. Wow. I'm not the best when it comes down to these riddles. Oh wait. Oh wait, chapter 11 and verse 11, it was underlined, right? This could be it.
I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid, but rather through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles, for to provoke them to jealousy. Oh, wait. A note from Mother is carefully folded between the pages here. What does it say? Dear E, I'm glad you found this note.
Emma.
I was afraid the code of the two groups of pilgrims would mislead you. Pick up the package. You know where, and hide it where no one will find it. It's imperative. Awaiting your reply, hidden behind the youngest apostle. What? The youngest apostle? What does Mother mean by that?
Which one was the youngest? Could be... What? He doesn't have a beard? Okay, I'm just interested in whatever this option is.
St. John is the only apostle painted in this gallery who hasn't got a beard. Hey, wait! That means it's him. He's the youngest apostle.
Okay.
Right. This painting is therefore associated with the answer which E had to give to my mother. Now, I just need to know how to recover the answer.
And I guess now we can scrutinize the frame.
Painting looks like it's been taken down recently. What was it my mother said? That she would wait for an answer hidden behind the apostle. Ah, of course. There's something written behind the painting. On the second day, the pilgrims will listen to the prophecy of the young apostle. They shall add 1 companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their ring. What does it mean?
One to the left and 3 to the right. This could be about those.
Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Louis de Richet. Looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
Okay, or maybe not. Think about the figures. Logic or occultism? Going with occultism.
On the second day, the pilgrims listened to the prophecy of the young apostle. The prophecy of the young apostle. That was John. And the prophecy mentioned is most likely the book of Revelations according to St. John.
The book of Revelations. Okay, I want to hear this again.
On the second day, the pilgrims listened to the prophecy of the young apostle. The prophecy of the young apostle. That was John. And the prophecy mentioned is most likely the book of Revelations according to St. John.
Okay. But we don't have that here, right? Huh. One to the left and 3 to the right.
And the woman was given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time, and times, and a half a time, from the face of the serpent. Hey, a new note. It's been folded carefully in the corner of this page. The writing, it's not my mother's. S. I found the book in your effects. I've concealed it where no one can get their hands on it. I can assure you, awaiting your instructions, I will hear your reply like he who hears the angel. Hears the angel? What does that mean? Oh, it's probably the place where she was expecting to get the location of the next note.
So far I'm doing kind of well. So I guess this is our next object. He who hears the angel.
There's something else behind this painting. It says, half of each group will join the first city of Corinth. What the hell does that mean?
Could I get that again, please?
There's something else behind this painting. It says, half of each group will join the first city of Corinth. What the hell does that mean?
Half of each group. Corinth, yeah. Oops. Okay, Corinthians. Half of each. There is no half of each though. At least not that I would understand right now.
For the Jews require a sign, and the Greeks seek after wisdom.
Okay, that was clearly not it. Oops.
I guess I'll just come back later.
Yeah. Let's hear it again. Need to hear that again.
There's something else behind this painting.
Hmm?
It says, half of each group will join the first city of Corinth. What the hell does that mean?
Half of each group will join the first city of Corinth. Okay. The first city of Corinth could refer to that. Half of each group. This one is hard.
Now, therefore, there is utterly a fault among you, because ye go to law with one another. Why do ye not rather suffer injustice? Why do ye not rather suffer yourselves to be defrauded? Ah, look, here's a message. It is of paramount importance that no one finds it. Watch out for the Prussian. He's on the trail. Let's meet up. I'll leave it to you to organize the rendezvous. Not today. I'm unable to do it. In the meantime, I'll follow the first group to Mark, who will reveal the answer to them. And that first group of pilgrims, how many are there now? If I refer to the chapter I'm reading at the moment, 6.
What? The first group of pilgrims? 6?
Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Reni. It looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
It's not those, no. The first group of apostles. Oh, wait. I'm unable. Oh, here we can. Yeah, just reread it. That's good. I'm able to do it. In the meantime, I'll follow the first group to Mark, who will reveal the answer to them. Whoops. Saint Mark, the first group.
And it came to pass in those days that Jesus came from Nazareth of Galilee and was baptized by John in Jordan. Then came together unto him the Pharisees and certain of the scribes, which came from Jerusalem.
Okay. Follow the first group to Mark, who will reveal the answer to them. Mark will reveal the answer to them. I'm just gonna
And
use
as they
these
did
two as
eat,
well now.
Jesus took bread and blessed it and broke it and gave it to them and said, Take, eat. This is my body. And behold, there cometh one of the rulers of the synagogue, Jairus by name. And when he saw him, he fell at his feet,
Okay. Oops. Ay, 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 ay. The first group following Mark. I mean, it could also mean group. Could be one of those, right? But that's just guessing. It's definitely interesting that the Prussian is on the trail of our mother, though. I'll follow the first group to Mark.
And it came to pass the day after that he went into a city called Nain, and many of his disciples went with him, and much people. And so many came and couldn't find the body of the Lord Jesus.
At this point, I'm just trying. Because I have no
And
real
behold,
clue.
there cometh one of the rulers of the synagogue, Jairus by name. And when he saw him, he fell at his feet.
Yeah, we had that.
And this taxing was first made when Cyrenius was governor of Syria.
I do have? I don't have a clue. I just have the hint. The first group and Mark. Not in the book? Wait, is it another painting?
There's nothing worth noticing here.
We had that, right? Inspect the surroundings. Scrutinize the chest of drawers. Inspect the dusty piece of furniture. Could we do this before? I don't think we could do this before.
It's too cumbersome for me to unhook here, but judging by the dust, it hasn't been moved for months, if not years.
Okay. We couldn't? Okay. I would not have thought of this as a group, but fair enough.
Little characters are engraved on the chest of drawers under the urn. It's a sentence in Hebrew.
Oh, we actually... We have linguistics. We're so good and smart and brilliant. Let's read it.
It says, count in the dust. All right, let's do it.
In the dust.
There are finger marks, deliberately drawn in the dust. 8 in all. That's what the message in Hebrew spoke about. Hebrew 8.
No, wait.
Thou hast put all things under his feet, for in that he put all in subjection under him. He left nothing that is not put under him. But
That which beareth thorns and briars is rejected, and is nigh unto cursing, whose end is to be burned. Here's a message. There are some complications. Indeed, the Prussian is insistent. What's happening at your end? Do you need help? If tonight is not possible, let's say tomorrow evening, in the South Room, where we reviewed the situation. When Paul understood that only the axe counted, he went back on his tracks. I await your confirmation to his left, in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. Yeah, this last comment is about their code. I should find new pilgrims near Paul.
Oh my goodness. Do you need help? If tonight is not possible, let's say tomorrow evening in the South Room where we reviewed the situation. That's probably where they met. When Paul understood that only the acts counted, he went back on his tracks. I await your confirmation to his left, in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. Could it be this one?
St. Paul painted by Guido Reni. St. Paul is shown holding a sword. Strange. There's hardly any dust, as if the painting's been cleaned recently. There's a small inscription engraved on the frame. Let's take a closer look. This is how Paul spoke to his pilgrims from Rome. Just above that, someone's written down the figure 11 on the painting and underlined it twice. I don't know, what does that mean?
Yeah, we know that.
Of the 4 apostles shown in this piece, Paul is the only one who isn't an evangelist. He is the 13th apostle.
To his left in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. Oh, wait.
Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Reni. Looks like someone touched this commode recently.
Could this
There
be
are
the
fingerprints on the sheets and in the
joined
dust.
him? No. Fair enough. Damn. Yeah, I want to steal those, definitely. I don't know. When Paul understood that only the acts counted, he went back on his tracks. I await your confirmation to his left, in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. So there need to be pilgrims who have joined him. At least so I think so.
No, nothing of value here.
Oh, we have investigated the other things. Huh. Think about the group of pilgrims. Okay.
There's something else behind this painting. It says, half of each group will join the first city of Corinth. What the hell does that mean?
A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
I feel like I actually want to lockpick this. Because I don't know if we will find the keys. The important point here is back to his tracks. So maybe going back in time? That would mean
St.
this
Paul
picture,
on the road to
right?
Damascus by Caravaggio. St. Paul is the only saint to be presented twice in these paintings, contrary to the other apostles. How come? This painting has been hanging here for a long time. A lot of dust is built up on it. Well, a finger has drawn a number in the thin layer of dust. I can read the number 4.
Or 4? Okay, I mean, we haven't found that earlier on. 4. In the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. Still don't get it. Fishing in the dark.
I guess I'll just come back later.
I mean, we have found a number now.
St. Paul on the road to Damascus by Caravaggio. This painting has been hanging here for a long time. A lot of dust is built up on it. Well, a finger has drawn a number in the thin layer of dust. I can read the number 4.
Okay. Gonna try these again. Let's go.
Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido
It's the fourth
Fini.
portrait,
Looks
probably
like
now.
someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
It would have been so nice. Alright. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I gotta say, this is... the whole riddle thingy was kind of
There are burnt
confusing
papers
here.
in the chimney.
Oh, damn it. This is the one I can't skip, right?
There's a legible fragment.
Oh, Okay,
Hey,
anyways.
I recognize my mother's handwriting. She says we must find a safer way to communicate.
It was all
Someone
a
is
bit
onto us.
confusing.
Trust in my faith.
Now
in
we
the
had
man
this
with the
back to the
sword,
tracks.
so
We're
Mother
finding
had
a
an
new
accomplice
number.
here. Who could it be?
But
Who could she be suspicious
to
of?
his left is a group of
I
his
must find the next part. Faith, sword.
pilgrims or
I
apostles.
recognize her love of riddles there.
Here. I await your confirmation to his... Rakiwako. I await your confirmation to his left in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. How you doing? That have joined him. The game you told me about. Are you still in the top? Oh, what was it? 50? In the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. Top 5,000. Yeah, okay. I was a bit sporty there, but yeah, okay. So you can still keep up. That's not bad. That's not bad. Weep stuff also welcome. How are you? I hope you're better this day. Hopefully. Wow, I'm really a bit lost. I don't know. I mean, up to this point, I had, I don't know, at least a direction somehow. Going back on his tracks. Fair enough. I await your confirmation to his left in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. I don't know where there are pilgrims. Did we miss out on a book?
Dante's Paradise. Raise your head and be reassured, for what comes up here from the mortal world must ripen in our rays.
Maybe I'm just too stupid right now, but... To the left here? That can't be, right? No, no, no. The apostles that joined him. I gotta hope more intensely. I will try to intensify it, alright? I will. When Paul understood that only the acts counted. The acts. Where do we have acts? In theater play? In stories? It doesn't mean we have to open this, right? I mean, I'm thinking about opening this box for as long as I've seen it, but I mean, that's acting, opening the box. But still, that would be so... No, that's... Don't tell me that's the solution. I mean, I've thought about opening this the whole
A
time.
chest with the occult symbol representing air.
But just tell me, how do you come from this description to air plus in the company of pilgrims that have joined him. To his left. Where the heck are your pilgrims that have joined him? I'm gonna open this
A chest with the occult
stupid
symbol
thing now
representing
anyways.
air.
Okay, gold elixir. Amber fragments. Wait, what? Did we just get 2 or 3 points? Did we get like 12 amber or what? Lawyer. Prince of Amber. Find 12 fragments of amber. What? We have all now? What? Wait, whoa. What? Are we done with amber? Whoa. Crazy. Wait. No, don't tell. Huh? I could click this the whole time from this side. Why can I click from this side now, which is clearly the left? Are you kidding me? Did we have to open this to make this point move? Please don't tell me this is how we continue now.
Several
This is the
portraits of
solution.
apostles, all signed by
Okay,
Guido
no, it's
Pliny.
still the same.
It looks like someone touched this commode recently. Their fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
Yeah, fair enough. I would have been mad. It's still weird that this point changed though. But yeah, also opening that was not the solution. It's weird though. You didn't open the box. Okay. What? I await your confirmation to his left. Yeah, I don't know. Does it have to be in this room? Yeah. Okay, so I'm just missing out on something that's probably super obvious or super stupid. Probably 90 to 10 chance, but if we add 4 to the left, that would make 10, 8, yeah. But how are you okay, if we think 10, 8 would be the correct answer, how do you get there? When Paul understood that only the acts counted. Okay, that indicates we have to go to the acts, right? Okay. He went back on his tracks. That indicates we go back to chapter 6, verse 8. And then we take the left and add the 4 that we found on the picture. Did I review this correctly? I just want to know now. Did I review it correctly? Because if so, I still don't get it. I mean, I understand how we get to 10 and 8. But holy heck. That is worthy of the name riddle. Or of the expression riddle. What? Ignis, did you solve this on your own? Without any help? freaking mastermind. My goodness. Unbelievable. Took you some time to... Yeah, but to be fair, I mean, I told you. And I'm fair here. I'm straight with you. I wouldn't have come down to this. I mean, I was here. I was here because I thought this would be the right direction. But I didn't... I had the 4 in mind, so I was here. 2 plus 2 is 4. Thinking about the song. Anyways, I was thinking about this, but I didn't get to the thing to add 4 to the left out of the chapter 6 verse 8 thing. That's what I didn't get.
And he became very hungry and would have eaten, but while they were made ready, he fell into a trance. Hey, there's a note here. A message from Mother in reply to Eve.
Yeah, praise
We
Lord
must
Jesus.
leave urgently, but first I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare. Watch out for Volner. He figured out I was avoiding him. Allay suspicion. See you tomorrow evening. Stand ready. For now, let's cease all communication until we meet. Take care of yourself. I suppose this must be the last message. What happened afterward? If it's what I suspect, I fear the worst. What did Mother mean by, I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare? I must go beyond the nightmare. What does she mean by that?
Beyond the nightmare is, well, most likely be allegorical. Or there could be a picture or some work that is called nightmare, and that will open up a path of some sorts. Then it would be literal, but my first assumption would be allegorical.
I'm guessing it's a metaphor. I need to figure out what this means. Mortimer's getting his guests together. I ought to join them so I don't look suspicious.
That was... wow. That was something else. Should have gained at least 4 points. 4 points to the left. Oh. You have cleared your name in the eyes of your guests. I searched Lord Mortimer's study. I found all the correspondence between my mother and E. I discovered my mother's message. I did not understand my mother's message. So it was literal? But, So if I would have picked literal, this would show that we understood it? Wow, but just by hearing going beyond the nightmare, you chose the same as me. Yeah, okay. But that makes no sense to me. Anyways, that chapter, that quest was... Oy. My brain cells are smoking. 4 points to the left. Yay. Can we choose a new one? No, after each quest, right? So not right now. Did we get the points yet? I don't think so. Because we will get one in erudition then, so I will save this. Science. We should probably get politics. I feel like we should have everything ready whenever we need it. Do we also get a point in science? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm going like for that. A tragic fate? Mm-hmm. Okay, so now it's done, I assume. One skill in manipulation, one skill in erudition, one skill in politics. Let's have a look. Oh wait, oh! Yeah. Oh, my bad. Yeah. The blue ones were showing us. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So science and erudition. Erudition. Yeah. Okay. Let's go for this then. So we will have. Huh? Wait. This is level 1 now. Wait. What? Because I chose it? No, it is level 1. Oh yeah, right. But we have no science one, so this is the only skill we're missing. We're lacking now. Okay, fair enough. Or does it? Oh no, okay. If we equip it here, it actually shows the result already. So if I go for erudition here, this will be level 1. Aha, okay. Now I got it. Etiquette or diversion? Etiquette, level 1, diversion, also level 1. But this is pretty good to have, so... Oop, there we go, since we can use 2 right now. Okay.